Hi, it's Isaiah and you made rule number 7. Our final rule, here's it. Rule 7 is it. Use listen and answer story. You listen and answer story to speak very quickly, to understand immediately, and really to speak English automatically. When I say speak English automatically, what I mean is that I mean you are thinking in English, and no translating happening. So you're not thinking about rule, you're not trying to remember about the vocabulary. You're not translate from English to the language to understand, and then from the language back to English when you need to speak. Some people learn to do that translating very quickly. But even if you learn to do quickly, it's still not instant and automatically. To truly speak like an American, Canadian, British person, to truly speak effortlessly, you have to be thinking in like, it's the only way to do it. So how do you learn to do that? You listen and answer story. I say it for that because it is a more powerful rule of all, in my opinion. All powerful. You used to all of them, but when I feel more powerful. So let's talk about what it is. It's the key to faster English, the key to more natural speaking. It's the key to instant, automatically understanding and speak. So before I tell you what is the, let me talk about what happened in normal school. So in normal school, using old method, the old method which are 200 years older, a really old method. What you do? You learn with the eye. You sit on the back in the chair and you watch the teacher front of class. The teacher write upon the blue and vocabulary translation, and you take note and you all look in the textbook and you do exercise number 4, page 78. Barbara. Just a lot of listening and repeating. The teacher might put on the CD, or teacher can speak English themselves. It might times they cannot, but if they do know English somewhat, they might say, looking in phrase and sentence, you repeat after them. The teacher said, "Hello, how are you?" Then the class repeat after me, "Hello, how are you?" And the whole class together say, "Hello, how are you?" "I'm fine, and you?" Class repeat, and the class say, "I'm fine, and you?" Listen and repeat. There's a lot of CD out there, the same thing, hearing weak phrase and repeat it. They repeat it. Here's a problem. One of the problems with listen and repeat. You can just turn the brain off when you do that. You can repeat it, but you might not understand it. You might not know what you're really saying. You might be pronouncing it completely wrong, but you just repeat. The brain turn off. You don't need to think English at all. You don't need to understand what you're saying. So it's not powerful. It's not a good way to learn English. And of course, it's well known. It's very boring. Like what happened in normal school, regular textbook, regular program. Listen and answer story different. The special kind of story designed to help you understand English instantly and then use it very quickly. And this story is designed the way we do this story, create and design to teach you to think in English, understanding and speaking. No more translation, no more thinking about rule, no more thinking about anything. It's just you understand instantly. When you want to say something, it's a pop out of your mouth automatically. How do we do this? Well, what happened is the teacher asks a very interesting, strange and funny story. And the student immediately and constantly answer a series of questions. Now you know the teacher asks the story, not tell the story. What does that mean? Well, I mean, instead of telling the there was the dog were hungry, the story, and brought some cereal. That is telling the story fast. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but this method is much more powerful. Instead of doing that, the teacher would say, what was there? Of course, you don't have no idea. You just get Russian, no. And the teacher would say, there was a dog. And the teacher would say, what did the dog want? Again, you don't really know. You could say, the little girl, the part to go to school, the scream, and then eventually the picture with an answer. The dog wanted to eat. Then the teacher could add a lot of very simple but fast, easy questions about information you already know in story. Teacher would say, what was there? And you could say, a dog. You answer very quickly and answer. What does the dog want? Treat. The dog wants to sleep and the dog wants to eat. Who wanted to eat? The dog. And this will go on and on very fast. Lot of questions. Sometimes the teacher will add new information with the question. You forget. And a lot of times the teacher asking a lot of different kind of questions about information you already know. And that's how the teacher asks the story instead of telling the story. Now you as learner, you as student are constantly hearing the question and answering the fast as you can, like a game. So you hear, you try to instantly answer it. Now, the question is very simple and easy. And that is by design. Really, one time as teachers, you want the question to be simple and see, as you're going to pause, you're going to stop, you're going to thinking, you might have time to translate. But I'm answering very fast, simple, easy questions. They're so easy, you don't need to think, you don't need to translate. Instead, you understand them very quickly, then answer very fast, and how training starts. So you start to learn and understand faster, understand instantly without any care to translate. By trying to answer faster, this is one go toward. You're training the brain to responding faster and faster. You understand faster, you answering faster. It's how real conversation happens, right? A lot of back and forth to speak in the one. Someone asks a question, you need to understand to respond, answer it very quickly, immediately. There's no time to translate in real conversation. So this is an amazing way to train you to speak English quickly, easy, and automatically. So powerful. Here's the other nice thing about this story. In my lesson of my story, listen and answer story, I always do have a crazy, strange, and funny story. Usually crazy to a little strange, the celebrity, and very strange and interesting situation. They're entertaining and funny. I do that for two reasons. I want you to enjoy learning new stuff now. The other reason is that the way the brain works is that understand and remember strange information quicker and longer than normal boring information. Right? If you meet somebody, if they have strange name, they probably remember the name easily than if they have normal name. A lot of people have. Our brain pay attention to strange thing, to funny thing, to different thing. That would remember. And so, if you listen to strange and funny story, it has new vocabulary. You all remember that vocabulary more easily. If you're just reading some TOEFL book, super boring. You're not going to remember that same vocabulary as you read. But here that book in strange, funny, interesting story with strange even a crazy character, you're more likely remember that new vocabulary book. Because it's funny, because it's strange. And of course, I'm going to be asking so many questions using that new vocabulary again and again, using that grammar again and again and again. You get so much repetition from the question that go deep learning. So for all of the reasons, listen and answer story are the most powerful way to improve your English speaking. The more powerful, because in many ways, these stories you all also read. You listen with your ear, listen to the audio story. You're getting a lot of repetition and deep learning. So hearing phrases and whole sentences. And it's real material, it's a real story, not some fake boring textbook then. The hearing a lot of different kind of grammar is so powerful, the kind of story. And that way, rule number 7, the final rule, you listen and answer a story. To speak English quickly and easily and automatically. To actually learn to think in English. And that is what did it. You have graduated from the 7 rule video and email course. Congratulations. Now it's time to take action. If you want to get a different result, you have to do things differently. You can change using the same old method. You can do the same old thing. You continue getting the result you're getting right now. If you're happy with that zero, great, continue doing what you're doing the part, it's fine. If you're not happy with your current level of English speaking, then clearly you need to do something differently. Because using the old method will continue to get you the same old zero. I mean, we all know this. It's obvious, logical. You want to different, you have to do something differently. So you need to take action now. You need to do something differently. You need to do all 7 of the rules, totally and completely change the way you learn English speaking. And when you do that, you will get a totally different result, much more powerful result, a better result. The few ways you can do this, you can create and design your own learning plan independent. Go out and find the old material. You can do all of that if possible. They will do it. A very convenient way, very fast way to set immediately, to set like it is you my lesson. And my lesson, you all of these 7 do, of course they do. And they complete an audio packet. And by the end of using all lessons, you met my lesson today. You listen to one lesson set for 1 or 2 weeks. 2 weeks paid a deep learning. After about 6 months, your English will improve somewhat. The speaking will be more powerful, more automatic, faster. You understand more instantly. Pronunciation will be better. The spoken grammar will be better. All of it will improve. And you do it by listening to interesting article, interesting personal growth and success, crazy and funny story, and of course, release and answer story. That all you do every day, about 1 hour every day, you will do that. And how you lose say for 6 months when you feel, you will improve gradually. After 4, 5, 6 months, for some people 7 or 8, depend on the eating period. Around that time, around 46, the speak, understanding, the lesson will all start improve very quickly. They feel a big change. So get started now. Take action. Do something different. So go to homepage. You can read more about the lesson if you like. You can start immediately. You can start today. When you buy the lesson today, you actually get them as a download. So you can start literally today, can download the lesson today, and if you don't start listening, have guarantee. In fact, you now have been after 6 months. I'm not going a two-term refund because I know when you use your lesson every single day, you will get result. I promise you. That's my promise. Hope you enjoy this 7 rule. Whenever you decide you it will good luck to you. Just do it. Forget to great, but don't just buy them. You got to use them. About taking action consistently every single day. You know what to do now. Now it's time to actually do it. Alright, I want to bad of luck and look forward to continuing to teach you. Happy to be the teacher. I'll see you soon. Have a great day and good luck with your English learning. Bye bye.